was a dark and foggy night. Soft raindrops fall on the ground gently and quietly, meeting with the ocean. The moon was full, and the stars were shining brighter than most nights. Near the edge of the ocean, where the big rock stands firm and strong, a woman with fins emerges out of the water. She carries her child on her arm and slides her through the sand as she sings her a lullaby. The child wears a broken necklace with 3 letters engraved on it: P-E-A. She is wearing a white soft cloth covering her body as she cries desperately and begs for her mother, who dives in and out of the water anxiously because of the sea humans who are haunting to kill the innocent child. It is said that a god of air fell in love with goddess Pisces, Queen Amphitrite of the Pisceans tribe, who then became pregnant by this child. Pisceans are people that became sea humans long ago when the gods took humans as their slave into the sea to hide forever. The gods gave them fins to breathe underwater, forming them into human creatures. These sea humans are terrified at the news that a human child was born with 2 legs and can breathe underwater without fins. They strongly believe that this child would bring war between humans and all tribes in the waters. They know that humans will find them. The mother worries and out of options thinks that leaving her child in a human world far from the sea creatures will be safer for her child. Imagine that, leaving your baby in a strange world, defenseless and alone. The mother felt empty and hopeless, but she loved her child and wanted her safe. What will you do? Amphitrite noticed from a distance a human running towards a child. The human immediately covers her and keeps her safe and warm. Amphitrite, feeling heartbroken yet relieved, swims away towards the hunters underwater, while crying, humming her way into deep sleep and unconsciousness. Must have been so terrifying for that poor little girl as she cries in the arm of a stranger. She looks into the ocean for her mother, who disappears without a trace. All alone in a world completely different than what she has been used to all her life. Without a voice to speak, this child had to learn sign language to communicate. Her name was P, just as her necklace. This child is special, intuitive, and she carries a power that no one has known before. People would often become intimidated by her. P grows up with the Gallaghers, Philip Gallagher and his wife, Martha Gallagher. They have been trying to conceive for a child of their own for quite a long time already. Unfortunately, it was becoming more difficult each day, so they decided to adopt P and 2 other girls, Maddie and Sophie. Little P loves this place, and she was grateful for such an amazing family. Though quite often she would ask to be taken to the sea where she was found. The Gallaghers love watching her watch the sea and dance with the ocean. P was connecting with the waters and the wind. Even though she was a very anxious child and often angry, the Gallaghers were very much in love with her and loved everything about her. She often dreams that she was stuck on a clear cube in the middle of nothing and that she would struggle and get out. And she would always wake up scared, yet she keeps this to herself and doesn't mention it to no one. one night, she dreams that she was in a forest, and there, in the middle of nothing, a door made of light calls her attention. She carefully walks through it, and just like magic, she opens her eyes and finds herself in the most beautiful place. It's beautiful over there. It's magical. Everything around was full of grass and trees. The cool breeze combs her hair softly as she smiles and walks slowly and mesmerized. Suddenly, she hears a voice echoing, "Find me, find me." P looks back and sees that everything behind her was disappearing into black smoke. She runs through the green grass as fast as she could, but as she's running away from the smoke, she notices a barn owl sitting in the biggest tree of the forest. She continues to run as quickly as she could and suddenly wakes up on her bed out of breath, sweating as if she came out of a steaming sauna and sat there for 30 minutes. Her heart was beating so fast she thought it would jump out of her chest because of shock. She looks down on her feet and sees grass and leaves falling off her hair. This dream felt so real, she thought, but just as always, she keeps this to herself in silence for years, dreaming the same type of dreams and waking up the same way. But it was on her 13th birthday that everything changed for her.